Well, good morning. Just want to do a quick video showing you what I've done to my Otter crossover lodge. This came with the bench seat. It's not the Pro, so it's just the regular one. Came with the bench seat. And I kept seeing online, what do you guys do to replace your benches? Because they're just not very comfortable. And so I've been keeping my eyes peeled for a solution to that. And I think I found a pretty good one. Thought some of you guys might enjoy it. So we'll get this heavy old bench out of the way, and I will show you what I've done here. So the other day on Facebook, a lady was selling a futon topper. Actually, it was a whole futon with legs and everything for 50 bucks. And I was gonna offer less money for it, but when I got there, it was good enough for who it's for. And so we paid her the money, and it's been sitting in my shop for a few weeks. I've been mulling it over, how to do it, and I think we figured it out. So come along inside with me, and we'll see what happens here. As you can see, we've got a couch set up here. What's nice about this, these fold down flat with just a flick of the fingers. My couch turns into a bed. So definitely gonna get some pillows. Steal some pillows off of the couch at home, and we'll have a nice sitting area here. There. Nothing, didn't really make any modifications other than that. I had to take about 2 inches off this side right here. So I just de-upholstered it, pulled the staples, got the saws all out, re-stapled it. Life is good again because it was about 2 inches long. Show you what we got here. I took the frame that came with the Otter bench, simply unbolted it, unscrewed it from the bench, and screwed it to this one. I made some little brackets that match the Otter brackets, and just wherever I had a stud or a piece of wood to tie to, I just buckled it down. Basically, we got my propane back there, got some rod holders in my Otter rod locker back there, and also my place for my poles. I put my fish finder in there, my fat pills, potato chips, pop, whatever goes in this basket. Then I've got these just a little tray area here, kind of a removable tray. Nothing fancy. These are what I use to tie down the shack from the wind. What I've done here, this is kind of cool. I've got, of course, Wassmer always needs a drink holder. These are my standard fishing rod holders that I always use. They just go into these Scotty rod mounts, 3/4 packs, plumbing pipe. Put a magnetic thing there, so when I change out lures, I can just get rid of them real quick and wait till later to put them in. This just goes into the tubing on the Otter frame, and then I just took that on my lathe and made it round. I had these from another project, and they just slide right in here. Boom. This one, of course, right here, you got the drink holder. So I'm happy with it. I am happy with it. In order for this bed to lay down flat, I needed 17 inches in the back to kind of hold these cushions up. Turns out the Otter rod locker, the way I've got it, it's perfect height for it to lay flat. So it actually, the handle on my rod locker holds these up when I lay them down, so that fat boy doesn't go for a ride. So I wanted to show you some more details here. Basically, nothing fancy. This is all prototype. I just threw a couple of 2x6 here, 2x6 here, piece of plywood against my Otter box, piece of plywood here. I want to make me a little cradle here for throwing some rods that I fish with, you know, in the daytime when I'm moving around. I can just throw them in there so we don't damage them. Just a little more close up here. In all my tents, I carry one of these. It's got fishing tackle for all seasons. I can catch little guppies to big trout, lake trout. So I've got 3 of those set up for all my different tents, and I always carry one with me, so I don't have to worry about that. yeah, the propane is actually just laying here. It's not rolling around or anything. Everything's kind of got its place. So, and then I can still unclip these and pull this setup right out. This isn't even nailed in at all here. This is all loose. Like I say, it's just a prototype. And you can see the details on this fishing rod holder here. It just slides in and out right there. Just a kind of a dry fit. So there's that. Same thing on the other side. Just threw a couple screws through that Harbor Freight magnet tray. Those are really nice when you're done with the lure. If the fish aren't biting, this guy likes to change things up. So those trays, those magnetic trays are huge for me. Another thing here, this is made by Night Eyes brand. Just this little hook thing. It's made for backpacking, camping, car camping, but it's just so handy. You put it in here. I call these my Christmas trees. I pick them up at Shields. Great for hanging jackets. Clam makes this baby here. It's just nice to have little knickknacks that you need. Got fire starting stuff here. Usually I'll have knives and, you know, forceps and whatnot. Just stuff you might need, kind of your staples. Just always keep them loaded. I like to have my tent to where all I have to do is throw in some bait, some snacks, and a fish finder, battery even. Not even the fish finder. Usually the fish finder's living on here too. So here's the Otter rod locker there. Just made a simple spot for it. Just toss it in. That handle is perfect. When I put these down, it holds them up. So life is good. Behind the rod locker, I just put a couple tags up here just to hold these wind poles. They're just kind of out of the way. So nothing fancy. Oh, I'll show you while we're at it. While we're at it, I'll show you how I anchor my sleds. So when I'm on the ice, I'll just throw a screw right in there in the tongue that's already hooked to the tent. And then on the other side, so on the rear of the tent, I've got a turnbuckle here that I use. I'll just throw that in there like that or like that, doesn't really matter. Then I take this screw, loop it through right there, put it in the ice. And I have been in probably 50-mile-an-hour winds, no problemo, with that setup. So anyhow, rocking in the free world. So, anyways, I just wanted to share that with you guys. This is my day tripper tent. I've got my night tent, which is my resort. And we're gonna set that up where we fish all night. And then what's nice about these new crossovers with the side doors, I should be able to butt these right up to each other. I'm planning on getting some magnets, those 18-inch magnets from Harbor Freight. I'm gonna magnet those, get about 4 or 5 of them, just temporary, seeing if it'll work, and magnet these tents together at night. So I should have a living room and a bedroom. So, and I do have some hub shelters. We might have to just work that into the mix too. So stay tuned. Thanks for all your support, and we will catch you on the next one. Tight lines. Looking forward to a good open water season. Getting ready to get the boat out. So we'll see if we can sneak 1 or 2 more trips on the ice in. We might have to go up in the hills to find some good ice, but we're gonna see what we can do. So thanks again, guys. We'll catch you.